Evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Dumb TV. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for brand new content. This your boy Goldmouth Shorty. Let me get straight down to business. Hey, today we finna talk about that boy Hardbody Harris, man. Y'all don't remember him? He used to wrestle for the WCW back in the days, man. He was an African American black wrestler. You know what I mean? All through the 90s. He served in the Gulf Wars. You know what I mean? This dude had, a great path, man. You know what I'm saying? Honorable discharge, everything, bro. He was getting a check. Then he went to professional wrestling and started getting a check. You know what I mean? Cause this nigga was probably the most built nigga in the whole WCW without using any steroids, man. This nigga was a fanatic. But y'all gotta go hit them post notification bell buttons for the brand new content, man. And if y'all like this story, man, y'all cash out your boy at least $1 at Mag Promo, MAGPROMO. But yeah, man, we finna talk about that boy Hardbody Harrison, man. You know what I mean? He grew up in Kennesaw, Georgia, right out there in Cobb County, man, right outside of Atlanta. And like I said, he really grew up in Pensacola because that's where his life began when he had graduated from high school and he went straight off into the army. You know what I mean? He was fighting in Iraq in 1991. By the time 1995 came, he ended up, joining WCW because he went to the plant. Because you remember the plant was out there in Atlanta where the WCW wrestlers used to train. You know what I mean? So he went there and they liked what they seen and they gave him a job. So he wrestled, man, and he had a good personality on WCW. You know what I mean? They really wasn't using him right, but he wasn't worried about it. He was getting a check. You know what I mean? And when WWF turned into WWE, when they bought WCW out, they didn't pick up his contract. So him and a whole bunch of wrestlers put out a lawsuit, and Vince McMahon had to settle out. So these dudes got almost $800,000 apiece for doing nothing, and they get some money every month coming in from residuals, and they get their old stuff from WCW too. You know what I mean? They get a lot of money for just doing nothing, just because Vince McMahon didn't pick up their contract. So, you know what I mean? As a side hustle, allegedly they trying to say Hardbody ran a sex trafficking ring, man. But Hardbody said, nah, man, it wasn't nothing like that. I was having the girls and I was trying to make me a couple wrestlers. I was training them, you know what I mean? I had 8 girls living in my house, but they was all being trained to be professional athletes because I was training them myself. Because everybody know if you ever been to wrestling, you might got to get your chipped tooth, your teeth chipped. You might have to get all your bones broken up and all that. That's what Hulk Hogan went through when he first got uh, signed in. You know what I mean? When they broke him all to pieces, then he found out that it was really a soft game, like they barely even touch each other. But first they have to beat you in and make sure that you built for it. You just can't get it easier because you can twist and you can talk and this and that. No. So, that's what Hardbody was trying to explain to the police, but they were like, nah, you got all these commercial objects in here that can hurt somebody. It look like you got a sex slave and stuff going on. Some all this evidence like you got dogs and stuff in here that you locking down. But he like, nah, man, my wife and kids in here. I got 2 houses somewhere else. They went to the other 2 houses. You know what I mean? Because he had 2 other houses in other counties. And then they accused this man of sex trafficking these girls off in South Carolina, tricking them all on Industrial Highway, all in the motels and the trailer parks, the swap meets. You know what I mean? He was just making these girls do workout to make them look prettier and you know what I mean, dress them up so they can get bigger tricks. This is what the prosecutor said in this man's trial. And they saying like he sodomized the girls. He had them doing all these sex acts, and they had to have sex with up to 8 guys. You know what I mean? All this was going on in Georgia now. When he retired, and he was getting money. He was getting a pension. He was getting his money from the army and everything. Why do he need all this money? And then in his transcripts was like, nah, I was getting the girls off drugs, and I was rehabilitating them, and I was training them and stuff. But they railroaded him, man, because he was in a crooked city, man. He was in Georgia in the 90s. He had publicity, man. That man didn't do all that. How could somebody rape 8 women now? Out of 8 women, one of them can run at any given time. He cannot hold back 8 women. It don't matter what you talking about. Even only way he can do that if he had a gun on him every time. You know what I mean? And that's just not true, because he was tricking the girls out when the girls got around another dude while they screamed in. Because it's all bullshit. They railroaded the man, and they gave him a life sentence for this, bruh. If you go look at the transcripts, it's probably over 300 pages of people just going in because the girls got jealous of him because he wasn't fucking. He fucked them all, but individually, and the girls got jealous, and all of them made up a story, and they flipped this man and got him fucked up. This dude was a professional wrestler, and they don't want us talking about this. So I'm finna go ahead and talk about it on my platform, because I don't really give a fuck about the wrestling shit. That shit gay, that shit Rudy Poo, and everything else. But I'm talking about these charges that this man was facing outside of rap, outside of wrestling. I think he was into rap too. The man was doing everything because they say he was selling the girls at the nightclub. You know what I mean? So the man was dibbling, dabbling, everything. He had 3 houses, got like 4, 5 cars in the truck, a boat, everything. The man had ties to Florida. He had these girls all around. But if these girls was telling the truth, why didn't they been stop him? Why his wife didn't know? Why the kids didn't know? Why? Come on, man. They framed that dude, man. But that's all I got to say about that boy Hardbody Harris. Peace, I'm out.